A Course in Miracles. Review 6. Introduction. For this review we take but one idea each day and practice it as often as is possible. Besides the time you give morning and evening, which should not be less than 15 minutes, and the hourly remembrances you make throughout the day, use the idea as often as you can between them. Each of these ideas alone would be sufficient for salvation if it were learned truly. Each would be enough to give release to you and to the world from every form of bondage and invite the memory of God to come again. Each lesson is a hologram of heaven. Just one beam of its truth, when held with your whole heart, contains the entire pattern of your release. The memory of God is not summoned by force but by frequency, by touching the note of truth so consistently that illusion can no longer hum over it. You don't need more ideas. You need one idea held rightly. You don't need new beliefs. You need one forgiven thought seen clearly. When you truly learn an idea, it learns you. It rewrites the code you thought was your mind. That's why each idea alone is sufficient, because the hologram is whole in every piece. With this in mind, we start our practicing, in which we carefully review the thoughts the Holy Spirit has bestowed on us in our last 20 lessons. Each contains the whole curriculum if understood, practiced, accepted, and applied to all the seeming happenings throughout the day. One is enough. But from that one, there must be no exceptions made. And so we need to use them all and let them blend as one, as each contributes to the whole we learn. This is divine fractal learning. The curriculum is not a ladder, it's a spiral galaxy. Each star, each lesson contains the whole sky. But you must light the whole pattern with your willingness. An exception breaks the hologram. One exception made is like cutting one wire in a circuit. It unplugs the power. These 20 lessons aren't just tools, they are mirrors, each angled to reflect the whole. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice remembers that perfection was never lost. That's why each lesson must be lived, not shelved. Don't put the course in a drawer. Let it draw you out of the dream. These practice sessions, like our last review, are centered round a central theme with which we start and end each lesson. It is this: I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. The day begins and ends with this. And we repeat it every time the hour strikes, or we remember in between we have a function that transcends the world we see. Beyond this, and a repetition of the special thought we practice for the day, no form of exercise is urged, except a deep relinquishment of everything that clutters up the mind and makes it deaf to reason, sanity, and simple truth. You are not a hoarder of illusions, you are the spacious sky of God. But the ego has piled your mind like a house stuffed with yesterday's headlines and expired fears. This review is your spiritual clean-out. Every repetition of I am not a body opens a window in the attic of thought. Every declaration of freedom is like throwing out a moldy box labeled shame. You are not a cluttered house. You are the light that reveals there was never a wall. Relinquishment is not sacrifice. It is release. And the mind, when cleared of noise, becomes a receiver of sanity. We will attempt to get beyond all words and special forms of practicing for this review. For we attempt this time to reach a quickened pace along a shorter path to the serenity and peace of God. We merely close our eyes and then forget all that we thought we knew and understood. For thus is freedom given us from all we did not know and failed to understand. The ego built a maze out of meaning. Now the Holy Spirit leads you beyond maps and mantras. You're not here to chant your way out of prison. You are here to remember the door was never locked. This is the silent flash of awareness that leaves logic behind. It's not learning more, it's unlearning what never was. To forget what you thought you knew is not failure. It is the undoing of the failure to remember God. This is the moment where you stop trying and simply rest in what has always been. There is but one exception to this lack of structuring. Permit no idle thought to go unchallenged. If you notice one, deny its hold and hasten to assure your mind that this is not what it would have. Then gently let the thought which you denied be given up, in sure and quick exchange for the idea we practice for the day. Your idle thoughts are squatters in the holy house of your mind. They pay no rent. They build no peace. They just repeat. Catch them. Catch them like you'd catch a lie on your lips. Say, "You don't belong here." Then hand them over. Not with force, but with certainty. This isn't repression, it's realignment. You are not fighting thought, you're freeing the mind from false tenets. When you are tempted, hasten to proclaim your freedom from temptation as you say, "This thought I do not want. I choose instead," fill in the blank. And then repeat the idea for the day and let it take the place of what you thought. Beyond such special applications of each day's idea, we will add but a few formal expressions or specific thoughts to aid in practicing. Instead, we give these times of quiet to the teacher who instructs in quiet, speaks of peace, and gives our thoughts whatever meaning they may have. Here's how it sounds in practice. This thought of comparison, I don't want it. I choose instead, I am not a body, I am free. This fear of loss, I don't want it. I choose instead, I am not a body, I am free. This judgment of my brother, I don't want it. I choose instead, I am not a body, I am free. Every correction is a re-choosing of peace. You are not left to figure out what things mean. You are asked to lay your meanings down. The Holy Spirit is not just a comforter. He is the translator of your mind back into heaven's tongue. To him I offer this review for you. I place you in his charge and let him teach you what to do and say and think each time you turn to him. He will not fail to be available to you each time you call to him to help you. Let us offer him the whole review we now begin, and let us also not forget to whom it has been given as we practice day by day, advancing toward the goal he set for us, allowing him to teach us how to go, and trusting him completely for the way each practice period can best become a loving gift of freedom to the world. He is not far. He is not vague. He is the voice that never raised itself above a whisper, but could shatter a lifetime of pain with one sentence. He is the memory of love inside your mind, calling gently through the static. He doesn't demand, he waits. And when you call, he answers, not in thunder, but in clarity. The goal is not behavior. The goal is freedom. And each practice becomes a light lit in the window of the world, a sign that someone chose again. And by that choice, the world was loved.